Hey there, welcome to NZ Money Karma, where you can find freedom from the daily grind through budgeting, simple living, and adventure. I am back from my holiday and getting back into normal life. I have a whopping $100 you would have seen if you watched my last video for groceries this week, and $100 in 2026 is super tight. You know, a few years ago, if I had $70, it was actually all right. $100 was completely, I still had to be careful, but it was comfortable. $100 now is a real squeeze. So before I go to the supermarket, I want to have a good look through my garden and see what I can find so I know I don't have to buy those things. So I've had a look for tomatoes. I think there's cucumbers. We've got a bit of fruit. Lots of it is not quite ripe. Those plums, they look good, but they're still not good to eat. There's potatoes, there's carrots, there's courgettes, there's tomatoes, strawberries. Found a lettuce. So yeah, there's a few fresh things, and I can pick probably a similar amount to that every single day. So I'm not bothered too much about the veggies. The pantry is well stocked with ingredients, but really not well stocked with anything that's quick and easy. So I've got an idea for a few things. I've got pasta. I brought home some things from our batch that I'd kind of overstocked on that we hadn't eaten. So yeah, I thought I'd better just go through all the cupboards, kind of write down what I had, and then think, what can I make with the ingredients I already. So come join me as I head to the discount supermarket to pick up a few bargains. I started off at Reduced to Clear. I went there first because I wanted to get the cheapest things that I could before I went to the supermarket. And in total here today, you can see I got quite a lot. I spent $28.72 on all of this. So I got a giant tin of peaches. I'm going to make pies, muffins, all sorts that can be on breakfast things. Spice mixes just for making the beans and lentils taste a bit nicer. Some dried peaches. They were just a great price, and I thought, I love dried fruit. It's nicer than a lolly. These harvest snacks, these pea harvest snacks, they were really a great price, and it was a deal for three of them. That's not something I normally buy because they're normally really expensive. Um, but it's nice to have a few things just that we can grab. Some poppadoms, so when I make a curry, there's that extra something that makes it a bit more professional. Some jellies. I got some Whitlock's brisket soups, and I'm not sure if I would just serve them as plain soup or if I would use them as a base for some other kind of meal. So that was my 28.72. Then I was over the road to Pack and Save to do some bargain hunting there. So it's $5.89 for some Weet-Bix, or some fake Weet-Bix, really, home brand style. I've got some chocolate buttons. I want them to last a couple of weeks. They're $4.49 for those. And 3 Moro bars, because when I'm making bliss balls, I'm melting a Moro bar into them. The kids love that. And they were $1.09 each. That was $1.59 for the tomato sauce. And this cream cheese is $2.99. That was on sale. I'm really enjoying cream cheese at the moment. A couple of tins of tuna, home brand. I don't normally do that either. They were $2.39 each. And bargain cheese. That was on sale today for $12.99. Butter, though, genuinely was a better price than it's been for ages. So for the butter, it was $7.85 for 500 grams. I can't even remember when it was last under $8. What have I got there? Oh, a couple of loaves of bread. They're $1.79 each, and I prepare them so they are toasted sandwiches, so the kids can just grab them from the freezer and put them straight in the toasty pie maker. It's a really quick, easy, cheap snack. A bit of chicken. We already had sausages in the freezer, so I went with chicken today, and that was $9.76. And some bananas. So those bananas were $4.97. So it's just over a kg of those. Pretty expensive. I don't know if I feel like that went well or not, but that was $62.16 all up. and I had just enough left over to go and get 2 bottles of milk from the dairy, and that was my $100 spent. Let me know in the comments below how you think I went and if you reckon you can do better with your 100. Look forward to catching up with you guys next time. Bye for now.